evening. Welcome to Hungarian Public Media's News in English, Hungary Reports. I'm Híradó, bringing you today's news from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Let's jump right into it. Hungarian soldiers stationed in Iraq are doing well. None of them were injured in the attack by Iran at dawn. The Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade said that there are about 150 troops serving at the base in Erbil, participating in the international coalition against IS.
Hungarian soldiers have been serving in Erbil, a city inhabited by Kurds, since 2015. At present, 150 to 160 soldiers are in service. As a part of the international coalition operation against the so-called Islamic State, the Hungarian contingent is taking part in the training of local Kurdish forces in this city of more than 800,000 in northern Iraq. The contingent is also performing security tasks. Hungarian soldiers serving in Erbil are doing well, Szilárd Németh said at the Kecskemét Air Base. The State Secretary of the Ministry of Defense emphasized that the Army and the Ministry have already taken the necessary measures in order to provide security for the Hungarian soldiers and have prepared for all possible scenarios. Relations are continuous and strong with the commanders of the operations in Iraq. This stands for both the leader of the global coalition and the commander of the NATO operation, Szilárd Németh declared. The State Secretary said that the Kecskemét Air Base was recently renovated. Not even the employees working at the Hungarian consulate of Erbil were injured in the attack. Péter Szijjártó, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade, said, "We have an accredited ambassador in Baghdad who is in Hungary currently, since the British Embassy, which provides a place for the operation of the Hungarian embassy, has requested that under no circumstances should the ambassador return to his post," the minister explained. As for the conflict between the United States and Iran, Péter Szijjártó emphasized that it is in the interest of Hungary that the present situation in the Middle East does not escalate.
The Hungarian president expressed his condolences to the families of the passengers who died in the Ukrainian plane crash outside Tehran. János Áder wrote in a message to the Ukrainian president that in these trying times of grief, on behalf of the people of Hungary, I express my sincere condolences and sympathy to the families of the victims. There are also Hungarian civilians in Erbil. The Hungarian Interchurch Aid opened a permanent mission in the Iraqi town in 2016. 3 Hungarian and about 20 local employees work on their aid projects. Thankfully, they were all unharmed.
The Hungarian Interchurch Aid's local group director shows the main branch of aid organization in Iraq on a map. Giuliano Stocchino Weiss is currently in Budapest. Even so, he continues to be in touch with the 3 Hungarian members of the organization in Iraq while he's here. He will return to Iraq as soon as he can, as he believes it is important that the assistance programs continue. The organization is continuously monitoring the situation. They place the safety of their staff above everything else. However, they will stay on site as long as possible. We have decided to stay, since these assistance programs are long-term projects, regarding both humanitarian efforts and development. We will monitor the situation when it comes to safety, and make decisions based on that. Ever still, we think that it is important that our programs, which reach several thousand families, continue, Giuliano Stocchino Weiss said. The Hungarian Interchurch Aid is the only registered Hungarian assistance program in Iraq at this time. They have become an emblematic group among other international groups on site throughout the years in terms of humanitarian help. Through donations and aid from the Hungarian government, they support locals by rebuilding apartment buildings, schools, and water systems. This is how they help locals, namely Iraqi families, to stay in their home country.
Investment projects were record-breaking last year in Hungary. The government was able to sign agreements on more than 100 expansion or development projects with foreign and Hungarian multinational companies. Their total value surpassed 5 billion euros, which also set a new record.
This plant in Rétság manufactures gearshift cables. They fabricate 10,000 cables per week. The plant will soon undergo further expansions and new production lines will be added. The Japanese owner is relocating their plant in Wales to Hungary. Leading-edge equipment will arrive to this brand-new production hall, where they will manufacture automotive parts with advanced technologies. For example, they will manufacture new generation window lifting units for the world's most important car factories. They manufacture the world's largest automotive control cables and the second largest window lifting units. They are the first company to bring their production capacity to Hungary because of Brexit. The government is working on helping other firms follow the lead of the Japanese giant corporation. The government made more than 100 major investment project deals with international and Hungarian large companies. Together, they value more than 5.1 billion euros, which is a record as well. These investors receive sums of financial support they won't have to repay, amounting to 484 million euros from the government.
The
Hungarian economy was previously almost exclusively production-orientated. By now, the situation has changed. More and more large companies bring new technologies to Hungary from the new world economy cycle, Péter Szijjártó said. In other words, the Hungarian economy currently favors research and development. This year is also unique in that most investments came from South Korea as opposed to Germany like previously. This shows the success of the Eastern opening policy. Half of the entire value of investments in 2019 were from developments by 2 Korean multinational companies. The 4 largest investors, besides the 2 Korean ones, were 2 German companies, whose total expansions valued 3.9 billion euros, which was 3% of the GDP in 2018.
One of the world's most important tech expos by the Consumer Technology Association has kicked off in Las Vegas with more than 4,500 exhibiting companies. Organizers expect more than 200,000 visitors this year. All the large multinational tech companies are participating at the 3-day event, and 4 Hungarian companies are there as well this year.
And you can see, and if all the buttons do something.
At this fair of technology and innovation, numerous novelties are introduced these days, which will enhance user experience in the immediate future. According to experts dealing with the development of smart devices, anyone who counts in the technology industry is in Las Vegas right now. Hungarian companies are also present at the exhibition. One such company is an international enterprise with its headquarters in Budapest that is developing new generations of automotive softwares. In addition to providing navigation and user experience, these softwares also serve cybersecurity. When something is connected to the internet, it is exposed to attacks similarly to a computing device. So cybersecurity is of utmost importance for cars also. If we think about it, our lives may depend on not being attacked in such a car, the communications director of the company said. According to experts, developments of this kind are also important because electric transportation and self-driving vehicles require more precise navigational solutions than ever before. Another Hungarian company works with automotive softwares as well as developing products with simulators based on samples taken from aviation. With the simulation development system, 99% of testing can be resolved in the simulator itself, the director of the company explained. This is important because it becomes possible for car users to receive updates for the softwares of their vehicles as frequently as in the case of mobile phones.
The Híradó Health Spa, about 25 kilometers from the county seat of Somogy, has activities for the whole family. The thermal bath has 13 pools, and almost all of the children's and thermal pools have added features to ensure the complete relaxation and happiness of bathers. The sauna area has 2 different temperature fin saunas, 2 infrared saunas, and a plunge pool to help improve the visitors' well-being. 2 red-handed tamarins were born in the Debrecen Zoo. The twins are healthy, but they'll be on their parents' backs for a while until they get stronger. They will first climb down around 2 to 3 months from now, and that's when we'll find out whether they're male or female. The tamarin species native to South America is on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List for Endangered Species. Visitors can see the tamarin family of 4 at the Debrecen Zoo's Tropical House. That's all for today. Catch the English news every day around 11:20 p.m. local time or stream it anytime online. Coming right up are M1's other foreign language news broadcasts. Thanks for watching. Good night.